Hi, I'm Lady Idos, the Deputy Director for the Office of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility at the U.S. Department of Energy. As many of you know, providing global solutions for energy and climate justice requires input from our frontline communities who are the most impacted. This includes understanding the underlying problems and root causes, including barriers that are inequitable. This is one of the reasons why equity and accessibility to STEM opportunities are so critical to making a real impact in tackling energy and climate challenges. Since 2015, the DOE LEEP nodes have been innovating solutions to problems that impact people around the world. For many frontline communities, energy, climate, and economic inequity, injustice, and insecurity are significant barriers to accessing higher education and long-term personal and community well-being. Removing these barriers is the work of creating real equity. We know that the value proposition for diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility, or DEIA, is evident. And some of the most innovative ideas derive directly from those whose lived experiences provide the insight we need to create a better future. Here at the DOE and the national laboratories, we know that advancing DEIA is not only a business imperative, but one of national and global consequence. For far too long, communities of color, the LGBTQ+ or SGM community, people with disabilities or accessibility needs, and other frontline communities have remained underrepresented, underserved, and overburdened. This is the time to empower these voices, to be proactive, and to listen to the diversity of ideas and experiences. So how do we do this? For one, we can leverage the wisdom of our affinity groups, such as employee resource groups, or ERGs, to provide a voice and represent the needs of their own communities. Also, impact requires bold thinking outside the box. For example, how do we create multidisciplinary teams that include community stakeholders? How do we evaluate the industry experience with PhD equivalent knowledge? Or how do we meaningfully engage our communities with sustainability in mind for long-term partnerships? These complex issues will require our continued focus and diligence. Continued work in community outreach will also generate more interest in STEM careers and enable the growth of diverse talent pathways for STEM and clean energy jobs. In closing, I'd like to acknowledge all of you who continue to work towards advancing DEIA. We know that this work, including energy justice, must include the voices of all of our communities. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the work that you do and for your commitment to creating a more just and equitable future.